My hair look crazy. See that brown? What the hell? What the helly? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? I'm sad I don't have my water cup. Hold on, y'all. And she ain't gonna check that text. I'll be looking for my tripod. Hey, Corn. Hi, Jared. Now, I gave Sam Gloves an opportunity to use some manners last time, and he don't want to use them, so he's not allowed on my live stream anymore. Um, Acorn, A Jarrett. Who said that you don't like your hair? I hate this. I hate the brown. You know, and I'm gonna tell y'all my unsolicited, unwanted opinion. I don't like, just because of the state of the world, because of the ignorance of the world. Like I don't believe in like race mixing. Like, because of this reason, because of this, because of this brownness. I don't dye my hair. I don't like this. This brown stuff, like, I don't like that. The real Finico, hello. I was just saying how much I hate this. I hate this brown hair. Like, it come from my daddy. I don't like it. My mama got black hair. My mama's mama had black hair. My mama's mama was like Snow White. She was like white, but she wasn't white. She was like more Spanish with black hair. I don't dye hair. Like, I don't know if my grandma ever did. I think maybe she did once or twice, but my mother didn't dye her hair. You're blue. That is, you know what? That is great. I like that. I love that for you. You an avatar or you just blue? Yeah. I don't think that Mexicans should mix with black people and black people shouldn't mix with Mexican people. You know, I got a very ignorant family, you know. Some of my family, they think they're white and they're not white. Even the darker ones, like, even there's racism in my family. And we don't get to choose our parents. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Hi, Angie Mon TV. I like that. I'm just basking in the glow of this brown hair. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Y'all come in hitting that like I come in hitting the like. You see, I'm not at work. I am not at work. I came home to package up some of these lip balms I bought. My little packages came today. I'm excited. Um, Hi, pretty heart conquer. I hope you feel better than you felt earlier. I'm packaging. This is watermelon, and I like incense, but I like minis. Like I'm heavy on the mini. These are 7 inches. I just think they're so cute. They are just so cute. And I just had to have them. Okay. Now I am telling y'all, whoever's watching today, I have a very emotional um, poem to read. I used to write poetry. I don't know if any of y'all used to write poetry, but when I was my son's age 15, hi. When I was my son's age 15, I wrote poetry when I was 14, 13. They even had this thing where you can send it in and you pay for it to get published in a book. And um, this was just back then when they had little teen magazines and stuff like that. I said that I have to read some of Positively Peaceful Petunia's poetry because she just got some beautiful stuff. I love poetry, and I used to write a lot. And my son wrote a poem for my mom's birthday. This is our first birthday without my mom. And so it's it's my son's 21st birthday, and it's special that it's coming today. But I'm going to wait till tomorrow to read it. But I'm going to be emotional. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I'll probably wait till after midnight when all the festivities are over. Um, I'm about to cook here in a minute. I'm making some spinach and grilled chicken Alfredo lasagna. But my son wrote a poem, and he didn't even know that I used to write poems, you know. And genetics are amazing. Can I show y'all one of my little sticker collage magnets? I just think this is so cute. Like, all these hobbies are therapeutic for me. So, um, this last check I invested in myself. And, I'm preparing for Juneteenth. This is kind of weird because, this is from Timu. But this is like a South African flag, and they don't celebrate Juneteenth there. Hi, Simply Elena. I hope I said your name right. I don't know if you're Alana, Elena. And every time I read your name, it just reminds me of my friend. She said her name was Alana, even though it wasn't Alana. She just was like on an escort site, and that was her name. So I miss her. Her name was Nicole. She passed away. So, but y'all, this moon got me like, mm, it got me just not liking things. Hi, Ever Boy. I try to read your name how it's said, how it's spelled. But yes, I've been trying to go back to my therapeutic hobbies. Um, I have a storage unit, which my sister, God bless her heart, she got it far away, and there's one walking distance. Like, why couldn't we do the storage unit walking distance? Um, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. She probably didn't know that it was there, but like smarter, not harder. So I want my stuff out of storage. We have a storage unit here, it's just locked. I just hate everything about this whole everything. And I just feel like, pardon my negativity today, but I just hate it's not the same company. There's one down the street, but I rather just walk right here to my storage unit. And I really rather just be in here. I don't care and not pay no extra prefer a storage when I have a big living room. I have a big, I have a space right here. Like, this is my office. It's a little crazy, but it's my office. You know, I have to organize it. I'm working on a couple things. I told my sister to order this brown paper, which I shouldn't even told her to order it because I already have brown paper. You know, I validate your feelings. Thank you. Just sometimes we just need a day to where we just say what we don't like. Like we don't always have these we don't always have these positive, happy Stepford wife days. We don't. I don't. And not only that, but I'm a girl. So my cycle happens. And when it happens by this moon, and then it's Gemini season, I'm a Leo. But just, I can relate to you, Geminis. My son's a Gemini. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday to my Poppy Bear. I can't even call him that anymore because he's too grown to receive it. So he doesn't receive it anymore. I bet you know where everything. That was my mom. My mama knew where everything was, even though she was just a, what do they call them? Like a messy genius? What do they call that? Like a messy something. I can find exactly what I need in my disorganized mess. And yours doesn't even look disorganized. Yours looks so well displayed. But yeah, I was just sitting here and I'm like, my hair is brown and I hate it. I was just having a moment, just a hormonal, Lord, I was, okay, okay, Apple Boy, thank you. You know, I can't wait to tell him. But I did like packs of twos. I did packs of all four. I have four different kinds of this. Your oldest son is a Gemini. I wanted to ask you how old your children were, Pretty Heart Conquer. Look at the 5Gs. Hey. You see how that works, like twin souls, twin flames. Because Pretty Heart Conqueror's got five babies, and then the 5Gs pops in. I just think that's awesome. I have seven. I have five boys. I have two girls. Y'all see my two girls in my post. Your son's a Gemini too? Let's go. Let's go. When's y'all birthdays? My birthday is August 19th. My sister's a Gemini. Her birthday is the Juneteenth. Her birthday is June 19th. You're in Aries. So's my sister. Her birthday is April 5th. My son is in Aries as well. His birthday is March 27th. October 4th, Libra. Do you know that Libras is after Leo, right? Or is that Virgo? I get so confused by Libra and Virgo confuse the bejesus mess out of me. Pretty Heart and anyone else in chat. Yours is April 3rd. So's my baby daddy's. My son, that's 21 today, his father's birthday is April 3rd. And we butt heads. The lion and the goat, is it the goat? The ram? Whatever y'all is. Your birthday is August 24th, so you kind of teetering with the, you like this much Leo. I think you catch this much Leo, but you are the other sign, right? Mm, what is it, Virgo? Because my Patrick Breeding, I like him. His birthday is September 19th. It's a ram. Okay, yeah. Because the lion and the ram just, me and my sister, Lord, I know it's weird. I know it's so weird. We're human, but we have these symbols about us. You're a Virgo, so is Petra. Virgo is like so cool. I think that in terms of coolness, I think that the Virgos are the coolest. And then the Libras. Okay, October 19th, is that Libra? You're an Aries too? See? Some people don't believe in signs, and for y'all watching, I don't mean to exclude y'all, but I'm attracted to it. I'm attracted to that. Let me get some water. Well, pretty hard to say I can't stand my kid's father. Honey, and I always want to know like the clashes. I hate Tauruses. But you know what? My first grandbaby in the whole world is a Taurus. Her mama is an a-hole. She is Satan. She's Satan. And like my son is just my world, my universe. Why do you have a kid by Satan? Why? So it's like I have to like her in a way because my grandmama baby is my son's daughter. So my sister love to do this to me. But you know what I mean? Like my pants just fell down. Hold on. Jesus. I'm going home ready to just strip. But oh no, my daughter's evil. She's a Cancer. Ooh, hold on, y'all. So, no offense, but I can't stand Aries. He's so petty and trifling. Oh my gosh. You only got one baby daddy? I got five, honey. I got five. And my daughter's dad is a Virgo, but how did I meet a cool Virgo, but I meet him? Girl, I praise you. I wanted all mine to be by one guy. I swear I did. I swear I did. But because I wasn't married, I shallowly, very shallowly chose my baby daddies based on their looks or their social status. Social status, popularity. But it's different. See, y'all change my perspective. You see this? Y'all changing me. Cause Andy Man, you are so cool. All of y'all. I'm happy to not be at work. I worked 45 minutes today. I made one pizza. That was it. That's all I did today. But right now I'm in a stage of my life to where I am just doing therapeutic hobbies. I invested in myself. Sorry, y'all. If I'm lagging, my phone is low. Um, it's charging now. But I have a job, but the problem is I can't find a second job, and it's really difficult right now. Baby, you got the gift of gab. Invest in yourself, you know. I have invested in myself. I spent roughly $100. Roughly. Um, did I? No. Roughly. Roughly 125. Roughly. But investing in yourself is priceless. So it really, this stuff doesn't matter to me. I did it because it was something that I wanted to do. So if you have to find a side hustle like I'm doing for now, it's just what you have to do, you know. I'm gonna try Kroger because Kroger got next day pay, but it is difficult right now. You know, we are not busy at Six Flags. And why is October the busiest month? I thought summer would be. It's not. People going on like summer vacation. Sorry. Summer vacation. Um, you know what I mean? I'm not going on a vacation. I'm summoned to go to court. But I'm gonna be gone about 10 days. And I don't want to work the day before I leave, and I don't want to work the day after I get back either. So, some of that. And I hate to have to get a job and then say, hey, I need all these days off. But, I got my daughter, all my kids are in Toledo. None of them are in Texas. Um, I'm here in Texas with my sisters. It is getting hard, especially for truckers, because now you got couriers. Now you got people who's dropping things off from their cars, their trucks, Instacart, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like people's taken from the truckers in a way, in a way, you know. So yeah, I just hope it gets easier for all of us. I know artificial intelligence is kind of taking some money out of our pockets, I guess you could say. But, you know, I really hope that everybody prospers from their channels because this streaming thing ain't going nowhere no time soon. It does mean that my sister's husband is a trucker because the arena that I work at is called Capital One Arena. I have two jobs over there, but the problem is they're shut down for the season because, oh, it's kind of like the stadium. I work for the stadium, outside collecting parking money. We have a very huge soccer event coming up in Saudi Arabia. Is it called Suriname or is it called Suriname? There's 16. Hi. I'm having I'm having a day where I feel good about complaining. I'm having a hormonal, emotional day. My son's 21. I cry every time my kids have a birthday. And my bills are past due. Lord, that's what's making me feel down at the moment because I feel like you're not a failure. Please know that. No, you're not a failure. You better be happy that you got all your babies because I didn't have all my babies. And that will make you feel like a failure. Now, if having them is everything. My son did go across country, but he's local now. That is nice to be local. Y'all just bear with me. I'm just, before I chop this off, I'm just having a day. I'm just having a day. Um, I want kind of like what you got going on, Miss Pretty Heart Conquer. I want all this gone. I don't want that. I just want the bangs twisted. The rest could just be short. Um, I hate I hate my hair. I like it when it's short because it's curly, but like I wish my hair was more coarse. I wish it was like full black, but it's not. You know, mama why? Mama why? And mama told me why. Her daddy told her if she gonna mess with somebody, it better only be one person. But he was cheating. So she cheated too. Like, you're not about to tell me to only have one man. I'm finna have two, three, four, five. So she got three baby daddies. One of them got murdered. And it's so, genetics is crazy, guys, because my baby daddy got murdered and he was a pimp, and her baby daddy got murdered and he was a pimp. And listen, my two children, don't let me rack your brain. My two children, like, my son's great uncle was my mom's baby daddy. And I did not know that. I did not know that. I met that man by chance. So genetics is just insane. Like, genetics, alignment, people just coming together is crazy. Your hair is coarse and at 68, honey, I wish my hair was coarse. I don't like this. I don't like this. It's dry, but when it's not dry, it's curly. It's super curly. And it just, I don't like it at all. And my head is big and I have so much hair and it's so thick and it's just, right now I got wicks. I got wicks in my hair because I did not touch my hair. I don't care about my hair. I don't care about my hair. But I do want to wash it like a thorough. But I can't have all this stuff in the way. Like, I gotta cut it off first. And I'm okay with that. It'll grow back. It will grow back. I think I cut my hair every summer. And usually my sister does it, but this time I'm gonna do it. My sister has a little too much fun cutting my hair. 68 is a blessing. My mama did not make it to 68. My mama passed in November, and this past would have been her 68. But it's the color for me. What is that? I just was like, it's the color for me. My daddy got this color hair. It's like, do you remember them old 70s pictures where they was red? They had the red tint to it. Like, that's how I feel right now. So I'm so sorry about her too, but she was a warrior. Like, my mama, you know, she got COVID 3 times working at the casino, and cancer and just pneumonia. Like, she survived a lot of things before she passed. When she passed, she was ready to go. She was just, give me the bye-bye pill, like, let me, you know. I think she died of overdose of morphine and starvation. But I don't think the cancer killed her. You know, she wanted to go. She was ready to go because she was in pain. And they told her that they was going to operate on her, and they never did, and they were supposed to. Just imagine having an abscess on your, like, back of your thigh, like a hamstring, upper as far as you can go, but an abscess on your muscle. I never heard of that before. I never heard of an abscess on a muscle. So yeah, if y'all gonna be up tonight, I'm gonna be crying. I'm gonna be crying, y'all. And I'm gonna go out and watch that moon. So I'll probably be reading this outside. There's a loose dog around here, and I don't like it. But he minds his own business. He ain't barked at me. But y'all, I am finding sanctity. I am finding peace. I am finding um, therapeutic healing in my hobbies. So, and I want to get back to reading. Your mom passed at 86 and I miss her so much. I still want to call and ask her something just to remember that I can't. I know. My dear mama's still in my phone. Yes, I hate dogs, Miss Allison. I hate dogs. I hate all animals. But this dog is just lost. It's just a lost dog. You can tell it's just lost. Um, it's probably hungry, but I'm not gonna start feeding that thing. Um, I lost my grandma's sister. You know, my grandmama's sister looked kind of like me to cancer, and she was the nicest person ever. My favorite auntie, she was the wild one. She was the, my mama was a free spirit, but my auntie just was, she always, because I was the black sheep. I was the problem child. I was the one always getting in trouble. And my auntie would say, "One more chance, Maria. Give her one more chance, Maria." Ooh, my mama would be so upset with me. I did that a lot. I was very rebellious. Your mom passed away at the age of 68. Wow. Look at all of us with no mamas. Allison Mapp, you got a mama. You don't never talk about your parents. And I just be wondering about y'all. You know, my look, the way they say death come in threes, I feel like my mama, my older brother, and my daddy all passed the same day. As far as I'm concerned, they they two of them is alive, but they dead to me. Like I don't, I don't mess with them. You know, because how do you not go to your mama's celebration of life? That's nice. I promise that's nice. Me and my mama, we had like a spiritual bond, but we didn't talk much. My mom wasn't an affectionate mom, but we just, we was cool. She loved my children, and she just, my kids loved her. Sophia's kids love her. Um, Monica's kids love her. Mario's daughter, never really seen her much, you know? So to be like that is like, this is why I feel some type of way towards my brother. Sister, you're gonna give me a copyright. Not Djibouti. Is she being crass? But yeah, we have a dysfunctional family. So we trying to keep it together while we here in Texas. And even that gets stirred up a lot, but we still there. We still we still cool. We still good. But please, Pretty Heart Conquer, I'm going through the same thing. My sister going through the same thing. And it's like, hopefully Kroger. But see, there's people down at Kroger I do not like. It's so hard. It's so hard. But that next day pay, I wouldn't be mad at that. It just, it's a boy down there who irks my whole everything. From the top of this brown hair to the tip of my toenail. I do not like him. And he gets smart with me, and I just be wanting to, but I don't. Something wrong with him. He ain't right. Because I ain't do nothing to the boy. I ain't do nothing to you. But don't make me. You're in Texas too? That is nice. Texas is not my choosing, it is my sisters and nephews and mothers. My grandmama was born here, but I think she was born in Mexico. Keep it real. She took that one to the grave, but I think she was born in Mexico. But yeah, I don't really like it here. I'm a Jersey girl at heart. I was born in Ohio. But you know what? You're going to find one person and you're going to want to be where they are. Well, I found that one person and I want to be where he is. You know, that's where that came from. I want to be where that man is. Like, I like that energy. I like how so many people have like Muslim names. I'm not Muslim, but I just love that they have different names in Jersey. My grandma was born in Mexico, but she moved here to marry my grandpa. That's so sweet. You know, I don't want to get started on the men, but my grandmother and my mother never had good men, but they were good women, if that makes sense. They were good women, but they had bad men, and they were cheaters and beaters, and 2 out of 3 ended up with cheaters and beaters. And I was more the abusive one in my marriage. I was more, I took my marriage for granted. You know, I was the a hole. I was the problem. I was the issue. But I wish I never was. You know, I wish I didn't play with that man. That makes plenty of sense. And I pray that my daughters don't fall into that cycle. They probably won't. They probably won't just by default. Just because you are a really good person, you know. And it is a cycle. It's very much a cycle, you know. The abuse that I endured, I don't say this to put myself down. I say this because I literally invited it. I invited it to happen. I didn't say I deserved it. It just was like, it was stuff that I walked into when I should have stayed my booty at home. Or I should have listened to the red flags. I should have, you know, hi, Elko. But these men, I don't like them. One of them still calls me, you know, and I think he kind of, and I harbor a lot of resentment towards him. But I think he kind of just feels cool that he got away with something, but he didn't get away with nothing, you know. Each and every one of us, each and every one of y'all is chosen. So they gonna get theirs in their due time. Some of them already have. Hi, Anisha. Hello. You know what? I thought of you because there's a crumble right by us, and I always think of you. You I don't know why I be thinking of y'all. Cause y'all my friends. But yeah, I just me and men, Lord Jesus. If you could put a grade A through F on men, um, I would get an F. I would get an F. Thank you so much. I would get an F when it comes to men because I just, and not just that, but it's a cycle in the family. And my daughter would get an F because her baby daddy, she would get an F. He thinks he owns her. He thinks he runs her. He thinks he controls her. He thinks, but he don't, you know. But she saw the men that I had around, and I can happily say that it's been since May 27th of last year that I even had any type of dealing with any man. And that was from Facebook dating. Like, it counts, but it don't. Like that's just like a random man. Like a very easy way. It's like kind of like a cheat code to me. I don't know if anybody met anybody. Hi, Diamond in the Sticks. How do you spell your first name, please? If you feel like saying that. But, and my name is Becca, for anybody that doesn't know. I'm going to change that at court. Oh, Jessica, I swear you sound like you say your name is Jace, but you say Jessica. My cousin name is Jessica because I got a friend, Jace, in North Carolina. Shout out to North Carolina. A lot of y'all is from North Carolina, and I didn't even know. Where you at, Elko? I want to know where you are. But yeah, honey, man, me, man, Lord. A lot of people, I don't have trouble with it. I actually love it. All right, Dare to Search, and you keep posting that content up. LA needs some prayers, you know. They tripping. They tripping. It ain't us, but they tripping. You know, we can still get caught up in the crossfire, and I don't want that for nobody. My niece is in LA, but she's in the valley, wherever that is. So I guess she's okay. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and yap. And here it is, 43 minutes later. Thank y'all. But I really wanted to yap about my hair. I don't like it. I don't even know what all the crap is going on with LA and DJT and Eli. I really think it's a hell no, we won't go to Rising Phoenix. To Rising Phoenix. I don't watch the news either. I get my information from Facebook and Instagram and threads and here. So the things you see, I hit um, like story. You know how you share somebody's post? I hit story and then I hit that little wheel button at the bottom in the corner, settings button, and then I hit save so that I can steal their stuff. I pretty much only use YouTube as far as social medias. That's cool. And you in the sticks, so you're safe. My mama moved us to the sticks. I'm so glad you here still. My mama moved us to the sticks. And do you know I hated it and I didn't understand why, but it made sense because my kids lost so many friends to death. Like death. move back, I'd love to be your friend in real life. I would love that too. I'm gonna see Renee, so hopefully I can see you when I see her. I'd be your bestie. I have been to, listen, it's Lang's, Langs, Ohio. And they had this beautiful spring. Do you have a spring where you are? Like spring water, like the water just flows down. Clean, good drinking water. They had one post office and it was a trailer, but that was one of those towns where that's all it had was a post office and a spring, and it didn't have much else. And that friend doesn't like me anymore. That's okay though. Not really. The waterfall is about 30 minutes away. Can you drink that waterfall water? Because this was like a spring, like spring water, like all the free water you can drink. The water isn't good here. Coal mines contaminated it. Wow. And you know what? My grandfather worked in the coal mines. He had a second grade education. No, you don't want to drink. Oh, sulfur. Mm-mm. No, not where I was though. That one was like a spring water. But I learned from Tracy's local learnings that you can tap into a birch tree and get water. That water was so clear, and she drank that water out that tree, bro. Letcher. You know, I never knew that. Are you by somewhere called Pound Town? Not not the way Sexy Red says it, but there's a real Pound Town in Virginia. It's called Pound. It is a town. I'm neighbors to Harlan, Perry, and Pike County. I don't even know what that is. Pound Town, just like a Pound Town. There's a way to purify it. Yeah, but she drank it out the tree, like straight out the tree. She ain't do nothing. See, ain't that crazy? Like they lynched somebody in Pound Town. But yeah, my grandpa was a black coal miner. And listen, they segregated. They even put the dark Italians, they separated them from the white Italians, and they made the dark Italians live with black people. Like they separated them. Like if you were a darker Italian, you had to live with the black people. That's how they looked at you. It was like a Mason Dixon line. That's crazy. Like, don't be sorry. But it's like, this is where we chose to live. um, but that coal miner money was good to my grandpa. And she said, they did. They separated, they had these tree names, you know. I appreciate you. You know what? People just people just get this idea that everybody in rural areas are just all bad people, and they're not. They're really not. Like some people. Bye, Apple Boy. I hope I see you again. And it's not supposed to be like that. Do you know I worship dark people. Do you know how bad I don't like this tan. Like I want to be darker. I don't I don't like that world. And you know what? I'm from the era of people who look at you as a human, who look at people as human. We are a human race. This these numbers don't care about race. They don't care about race. These numbers. Success doesn't care about race. Poverty doesn't care about race. Homelessness doesn't care about race. Drugs, look at them drugs, don't care about race. Like, that's just a made up hatred. It's like a form of that. But I just think that that's crazy that they used to do that, you know? But they bought a house from doing coal mine work. My grandpa's stuff stayed in the basement still. Sophia, do you remember seeing grandpa's like coal miner hat in the closet in the basement? She said, "Oh yeah." Yeah, like his hat with the light on it was still in the basement. I want to say his outfit was down there, but I don't remember. We were scared of that basement. And we had to shower in the basement. And we couldn't get to the basement from inside the house. We had to walk out the house, walk down the back porch steps, and then walk to the basement. And it's still like that today. So, yeah, my grandpa, I don't know if he was already here, but my grandma came from Alabama. So I don't know if they all just went there to, but, I had to deal with a bunch of racism. And it was just like, it was the craziest thing that I ever been through because my mother is Mexican. She was a single mom, but we just was called the N word so much that I didn't even think about being Mexican. I didn't. And my last name was Gonzalez. Like, speaking of Gonzalez, what happened to my friend Ramon Gonzalez? What happened to him? Where he at? They call this part of the USA the Rust Belt because of the mines. Yeah. And you know what? The best thing that came out of all that coal miner stuff was the pepperoni rolls that was invented because of the workers in the coal mine. Like, that's how they got their meat and their bread. They put them together. They baked the pepperoni in the bread when they baked the bread. Lord Jesus. If I got anything out of living down there, it was the pepperoni rolls. Very dangerous job, yes. But they kept them lights on. Something about the coals. I don't know how that works. I don't know how it works. I just know that my mama's boyfriend, Meso, worked for the coal mine. And his daughter was a cheerleader for the Atlanta Hawks. So I'm just happy that she got away from there. I begged. I had a boyfriend that I had to leave. And I begged to go back to him. And by the time I got back, he had another girlfriend. And I wrote in the school paper about them two stinking ass people. Excuse my language, I'm so sorry, but I wrote about them too. Because they don't know what I had to go through to come back. You should do a video talking about that. There's so much people don't even know it was considered. Because there's so many different types of people. Yeah, but I don't know too much about it. You know, I just know that they made the darker Italian people live with the black people. They separated and segregated, and I didn't even think about. I didn't even think about. Um, and you know what's so stupid? The people that were half black got to live halfway in Powhatan. So the full black, but the light skin half black got to live in the middle. They got to live closer. Get out of here with that. That's crazy. But they was all named after trees. It was beech, 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 birch. I lived on hickory. There was pine, elm, All named after trees. I'm 43, so I don't know a whole lot either. Man. But yeah, I didn't like, and this wasn't that long ago. It was after the slave times, but still segregating and separating people because you're a dark Italian, because you tan. It just, yeah. I was on the border of Ohio and West Virginia. I was southeast Ohio. I moved to Northwest Ohio because my daddy just literally opened up the Ohio map and just pointed. He wanted to be the opposite. He was in Southeast. He chose Northwest. This is how I came to be from Toledo. No, below. I was all the way down. Belmont County by Bel Air, Ohio. If anybody knows what Bel Air, Ohio is, um, all that coal mine area is. So y'all buy coal mines too. Ironton, Ohio. I never heard of that. There was Clarington. I went to school. Hi, Miss Nancy Green. I went to school in Hannibal. Oh my God, Woodsfield. Black people got chased out of Woodsfield. Chased out. And that's where I went to school. And there was a boy named Johnny Adams, and he was a football player. And I was the only black person at the school. And he let me wear his football jersey. And that was just like, how sweet. Because he didn't care what anybody thought. So I always, I'm gonna always remember that. Okay, so my ex-husband, because there's like a Springfield by Dayton, right? That's where my ex-husband is from. Oh, Lord. Lord, how I found him. Yeah, he's from there. So is John Legend, the singer. He's from Springfield. And then I ended up meeting another dude he lives in Toledo. You didn't make me cry. Johnny Adams made me cry because he didn't care that I wore his jersey. Like, people, some of them never even seen black people before. Hi, Jace. I'm sorry you walked in on me. I didn't expect to cry, but every time I think about that story, it just does that to me. And you know what? He's such a pig. I tried to thank him. Yeah, I'm fine. But he ended up being a worker for like the oil refineries, and I tried to thank him for that, and he wanted to sleep with me. I did not want to sleep with him. I did not sleep with him. But I just thought after all those years, and I appreciated you for that. That what you wanted, you little nasty Willie Pecker, you little pervert, you little, you know what I mean? She said you deserve so much better. Girl. What a pervert. Like, I was holding on to that heartfelt moment for years. And that's what you wanted to do? You little nasty. I never thought in my life about sleeping with that boy. That's how them young boys. But he was older. Like, I lived in Toledo and he traveled for his jobs going to oil refineries and he wanted to sleep with me. No, you can't have that. Too many. Yes, too many. Too many and not enough. What would we call a real man? What do you call a real man? I know my daddy ain't one. I'm telling you that. My daddy got kids that he won't claim. My father had twin boys, and you're not claiming either one, and one of them is dead now. Like, you are, how heartless can you be? You've seen a few in your day, like a few mature ones or not mature ones. I just want to know how a real man can have a a son that ain't real. You know what I mean? Oh, Willie Peckers. Honey, I seen about 4,500 of them. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I gotta blow my nose. Right, but the real ones, the real. Hold on, y'all. My nose just started going crazy. Hold on. Oh my God, I'm supposed to be cooking. I'm supposed to be cooking, guys. Hold on. I'm about to mute it while I blow my nose. Hold on, guys. Okay. All right. Now, no, you're not, Nancy. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Nancy, this full moon got us cutting up. Hi, McKinley. I'm so sorry. Hi, McKinley. I'm sorry. No, it's not. Say goodbye to it. Like, it's going. I didn't want to cut it on my son's birthday. When I say a man's man, I want a man, not a. Look, some men, when they get sick, act like real life babies. Like a baby. Like they'll even do baby talk. This one man did baby talk. I was so mean to him. What's wrong with me? Hi, Slim Jim Longfoot. I feel like you're a real man, Slim Jim Longfoot. Like a man's man, like a man. I already have two children. I don't want another one. Right. That's how, Lord, the immaturity. Not had to spank them. My daughter and my son's father wore tidy whitey briefs. Da-dun. Those like briefs. Real men. She said ew. Oh. And he lived in his mom's basement, and I know she bought those. But when I seen them, when I seen those things, he's a mama's boy. Lord Jesus. Those are so funny. And then they had like the weird hole. Oh my gosh. Because they have Audis. Anisha. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no. I just picture them with like Spider Man on them, like Batman, He Man. Dun dun. Oh no. Okay, one, one. This guy named Tricky, who I refused to. Don't ever, never. Don't ever sleep with a stripper. A man stripper, don't do it. My sister used to, and she tried to, mm-mm, don't try to hook me up. Mm-mm. His name was Tricky because of his tongue. He did a trick with his tongue. Ew, get away from me. Ew. Ew. Because all I could just pick up, all I could think of, let me get my lip stuff. All I could think of is him just, ew. Just doing that on a man's crack of his ass. Like, ew. I don't even see him as doing it on a girl. Nothing about him turned me on. I don't. What is a lefty? What is a lefty? I'm about to die, y'all. Got me about to die. I was supposed to be cooking. Y'all.